So I get asked when women are going through menopause, is alcohol okay and is coffee okay? And they're really good questions because our society is pretty much socially driven around two of those fluids as such. So let's deal with the coffee first. Coffee for many people can be a stimulant and can bring on a flush. Now, if you're having one a day, that might be okay. I'd get you to, and I always do with any age group, critique what you're having the coffee on. Is it a pure black or you're having it with dairy? So if you're having a cup of milk every day, it's a lot of additional calories, and dairy is actually very difficult for humans to break down. Baby cows can break down their mum's milk. We can't break down cow milk as easy as the baby calf. In fact, we don't really have the enzyme mix to do it. So it puts a lot of strain on your body at the best of times, let alone when you're going through a transitional period in your life, which is what menopause is. So you might want to, if you're going to keep the coffee in there and feel it doesn't have a negative effect, consider changing the milk that you drink it on if you're having a milky one. So look at all your plant milks, even coconut milk, or ideally swapping to a turmeric latte, which is on coconut milk with some turmeric with a bit of cracked pepper. Having said that, turmeric latte very good most times in your life, but if you're flushing you might find also that it's a little bit too warming, a bit like coffee. If you're having more than one coffee a day, please critique why you're doing that. Is it because you've had a sleepless night and really you need to focus on improving your sleep? Or is it just a habit that you've got into? If it's a habit, then look at other teas that you can drink during this time that might be beneficial. If you like the flavour of coffee, consider dandelion root coffee, which tastes not dissimilar, or chicory. They're herbs that taste similar to caffeine and have a beneficial effect and will help your liver, which will help you metabolize hormones during this time, which is actually beneficial. So try and limit it to one coffee a day, and if you're needing or feeling you need more than that, really look into why. Is that because it's a habit, or because you've got a secondary need, which is an energy boost, and in which case do you need to improve the sleep or eating habits or something else rather than up your coffee intake. Now, alcohol. I actually don't believe alcohol does all the harm that we're told about when it's drunk in moderation. In fact, travelling through Europe and most countries of the world, alcohol is a normal accompaniment to meals, and there's lots of benefits associated with it. We know it's got anti-aging properties, and it's a mild, anxiolytic and helps us relax. So in moderation, it's okay, but that might change through menopause, and it's very different case by case, individual basis. So if you're having one or two glasses, you might be okay with that. But if you find that it brings on a flush, and red wine can do that through menopause, you might want to stop it for a little while. I'm always hesitant when it comes to spirits because a lot of people will have a spirit with soft drink. There's a lot of sugar in soft drinks, so you might want to change that habit and move to a wine. But if the wine brings on a flush, you might want to give up alcohol altogether while you go through menopause, and maybe just gradually introduce it on the other side of menopause when you're postmenopausal. It's not necessarily dire and bad, but if you're having a bottle, once again, a bit like the coffee, really ask yourself, why am I drinking so much alcohol? Is it because I'm after a sugar hit from it? Is it because I'm trying to escape? Is it because it boosts my moods? What's going on? And can you actually resolve the driving pattern that's causing you to drink more alcohol rather than just mindlessly consuming lots of alcohol? So to summarise, alcohol and coffee in small and moderate amounts is such a wishy-washy thing. I'd be saying 2 glasses of alcohol and maybe 1 coffee a day is all you really need. If having that though, and if you're not having that, don't feel you've got to start, but bring it down to those if you can. And if having 1 coffee a day brings on a flush, stop the coffee. Substitute it for a tea or one of those, the sugary or the dandelion, or change the milk. And similar with the alcohol. If 2's too much, then stop it altogether, or look at another substitute like a bubbly water, or even just a nice glass of water with a twist of mint in it with some ice cubes might be all you need at this point in your life. Hope that was useful. As always, please reach out if you have any other questions about those two, alcohol and wine during menopause.